Hi everyone, I'm Scott Brown. I'm the Editor-in-Chief for Computational Brain Behavior, and this is the annual report for the business meeting at the conference. Sorry I couldn't be there in person. Australia is a long way from many places, but it's a very, very long way from Amsterdam. This year we have 4 new people added to the editorial board. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Julia, Leslie, Daniel, and Adam for their help with the journal. I think all of them are at the conference this week, so if you see them, say hello and say thank you. We have 4 special issues in different stages of production at the moment. The one on the left there, Bayes Factors and Mixed Models, is already published. It was the first issue published for this year. One of the interesting things in this special issue is that the final article is a roundtable discussion where all the authors from the different contributions in the issue get together and hash out in a discussion format some of those things that would ordinarily stay behind the scenes and behind the closed review process. It's great to get these things out in the open in the published literature, I think. The second special issue on screen now is about what makes a good theory, not necessarily a theory that's the right one, but a theory that is good to work with and a theory that makes scientific sense. That one's coming off the back of a workshop which was organized by the guest editors of that special issue earlier this year. These 2 special issues are just a little bit further away from being published at the moment. The one on the left about predictive coding is going to launch off the back of a workshop which is running in the coming week. And the one on the right about computational psychiatry is still in the planning stages. If you're interested in any of those special issues, or at least the ones that haven't been published yet, please contact the guest editors. And also a big thanks to all those guest editors for their help with the special issues and for their help with the journal. In addition to the special issues, why else would you submit to Computational Brain and Behavior? Why send your excellent work to our journal? Of course, there's many good reasons. It's a great journal and this is a great society. But in addition, if you submit to Computational Brain and Behavior, you'll get readership. So this is a graph of the full text downloads for each year. The grey bars are for this year, the blue bars are for last year, the red bars for the year before, and so on. You can see that year on year, we've been growing quite rapidly in readership. In fact, this year, when these data were downloaded in June, we'd already had almost as many full text downloads for the year up to June as we had in the whole year of 2022. So things are growing rapidly, and there's a lot of people reading your work if you submit it to Computational Brain and Behavior. You'll also get impact. Well, citations at least, and we all know citations aren't impact exactly, but it's something we can measure. What's measured here is the cite score from Scopus. That's the blue bars. You can see that our cite score for 2022 is grown yet again. It's at 4.1 at the moment, which is very good. The red line there, don't pay too much attention to that. That's our percentile in the category, but Scopus have put us in an unusual category choice, developmental and educational psychology, where we don't really belong. You'll also get efficient editorial processes for articles that are submitted that go out for review. The average time at the moment from the day you submit to the day you get your action letter is 33 days. In addition to that, of course, there are a bunch of other articles which I desk reject. Those ones are rejected within a few days. You'll also get, well, maybe not yet, but soon you'll also get pain-free manuscript submission. No one likes submitting articles to any journal. They're all painful. We use Editorial Manager at Computational Brain and Behavior, and that's one of the more painful portals, I think. The LaTeX template that Springer released a couple of years ago has been really helpful. It's preloaded in Overleaf for those of you who use that software. It does make submission easier. But even with that, manuscript submission is still a pain in the bum. And so I have good news. In November, we're switching away from Editorial Manager to Snap, which is Springer Nature's new proprietary editorial software. I've had a look. It's already been rolled out to about 700 journals and 3,000 editors. And it seems really good. It's especially good for authors. For example, it will pre-fill material for many of the fields in the submission process based on information that it extracts from your submission manuscript. It looks really good. Keep an eye out for it. Any articles submitted after about November will go through Snap. Any articles that are already in the process before then will continue through Editorial Manager. Last thing, and I say this every year, please make sure you're signed up for our table of contents alerts. You'll only get a few emails from this. You'll get a few when articles are published online, and you'll get one email every time a new issue is published. To sign up, just Google the name of the journal, go to the journal's homepage, which looks like this. Click down there in the bottom corner or sign up for alerts, and you'll get those emails. It's not spammy, I promise. Okay, thank you very much for listening. If you've got any questions about the journal or you'd like to know more, always feel free to shoot me an email. But for now, back to the SMP business meeting and our president.